Hi everyone, it's Kathy here from Bishopstone Yarns, and I'd like to welcome you here. I am going to do a little episode as a little roundup after the end of Tour de Fleece. For those people who have been following my daily vlogs for the Tour de Fleece, thank you. And for those who've left messages, thank you very much. That's been really nice for you to leave messages and stuff. And I hope people have enjoyed following along and seeing what I've been doing. I thought I should probably just do, a roundup and show you everything that I've been doing. I am back in my studio, as you can tell. The spinning wheel is sitting idle at the moment. I'm not, I was going to continue spinning for the Tour de Femme, which is the race for the women. But as soon as the Tour de France finished, I kind of just felt like, I just stopped. I just stopped and I didn't get back on my bike or back on my wheel at all. So, I've just been enjoying actually not spinning for a couple of days. Not that I don't enjoy spinning, but I guess I didn't actually have something that was really calling at me to kind of end up finishing spinning. So, yes, for those people who have been here before, this is the Bishopstone Yarns podcast. And, I should be saying that for those people who haven't been here before. And you'll find me in the corner of my studio here at the moment, which is coming to you from Tasmania, which is the little island to the south of Australia. Okay. Maybe we should just get into some of this spinning. For those people as well who haven't seen my little daily vlogs and don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about Tour de Fleece, while the Tour de France cycle race is on every year, a group of spinning enthusiasts from around the world kind of get together online and do a thing called Tour de Fleece. So while they are racing and cycling and doing that, we or whoever chooses to spin along decide to spin. Some people take it competitively, as in like try and see how much yardage or meterage they can spin. I don't. I just take it as a bit of a reason to spin every day, and it gives me a little goal. What I've usually done in the past is I've usually used it actually as a really good reason to spin up some of that stuff that's been sitting around that I've been putting off, and usually that turns out being a brown fleece. So yes, I had I still have a few brown fleeces, but I used to have quite a lot of brown fleeces in my stash. And brown, even though I'm wearing a brown jumper today, and I do really, really like this. This is, let me think if I can get this right. I think this is the Caitlin Hunter's Seagrass, something like that. It is on one of my old videos, but if not, if you're on Ravelry, you can always go into my Ravelry page under Bishopstone and you'll find it there. Anyway, getting back to the brown, yes, so even though brown is not really my color, it's not really my favorite color, and having said that, I am wearing a brown jumper today, but it is winter down here at the moment, and today, even though it is sunny, it is a little bit cool. So, Anyway, so getting back to the Tour de Fleece and the brown fleeces. Usually I have a number of brown fleeces, and I need to, I don't need to, but to force myself to spin them, I have used the Tour de Fleece as an excuse to just spin every day and to spin brown. And so that's what I have done in the past. This year I decided, no, I didn't want to spin up just brown because it does get a little bit boring and tedious, and taking photos and posting them online or doing videos of just spinning the same old, you just looks like you're just doing the same thing day in, day out. And even though it's good for getting through spinning an amount of brown, it's not really all that exciting to show other people. So this year I decided I would work on some coloured stuff, some stuff that's been sitting in my stash for a while, and hopefully stuff that I can use, like can have like a bit of a concept about what I'm going to use it for. At least that's kind of the thought. Anyway, so this year I had ended with this bag full of skeins, and I've got a few others over here, just little ones. So what I started with, I'm just going to do them as they come out actually. So I think this is the third. No, I won't. I'll start with the beginning. So I started out, I had some black merino, I think it's black merino, so black wool, and it had some white in it. So this, mind you, I still haven't washed any of these because, as I was saying, it is winter here and it's going to take just a little bit longer for these to wash and dry. So I just thought I might wait for some really nice weather before I wash all my skeins. So this is just, it's spun, not washed. So this was my first skein that I did. So this was a hank of black. I think it was 200 or 250 grams of this. So I just split it in half and did 2 bobbins and then plied them together. So that was my first. Oh, now where am I going to put everything? Then my second bobbin was what I thought was the same as that first one, but I don't know if you can see or not, but this one actually is black. This one is much more of a grey kind of colour. What my thought was that these two would go together to make a jumper. Black also being a colour that actually I don't have any black jumpers at all. I don't wear black jumpers, but I thought because it's got the white in it, it might be okay. And then the third skein that I did was a black one, but it had colour in it. So I can just, I don't know, can you see that? So that was my third skein. I don't know if it really shows it off in here in the light, but if you can kind of get, this was going to be the accent colour. So I was going to have this as the yoke and this kind of as the rest of the jumper. I'm kind of hoping it would be enough as an accent. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, in a way, but I just thought because we had this extra colour in here, I thought it would look nice without a pattern. So I wouldn't do a yoke with a pattern. I'd just do kind of like black. Then this section would be this nicely coloured, variegated coloured black, and then go back onto black. But having said all that, now that I have these beautiful skeins here, I was disappointed to find out that these two were not the same colour or shade. I'm kind of hoping I've got one of these in my stash. I think I had, I do have a black skein somewhere in my stash, which I haven't gone looking for, which I'm hoping is going to be the same, so then I could use it instead of this one. I know people have suggested putting one, like one row of this and one row of this, but then I've only got one. Oh, I don't know. I think the contrast is still a bit too much to have a row of each. And these two are the same colour. Then I'm actually thinking, oh, that's going to be too much. That skein is too much. I think this skein is 250 grams. I think that's going to be too much for just the yoke. I don't know. Decisions. But I had knitted these anyway. I had spun these. Yes, with the hope that I will make a jumper out of these. So that was a combination for a jumper. And if I can just pop these all in here, I do have, so I kept all the bags that these things came in because empty bag's not going to help me. So those flax were first editions fibres and yarns, and they were 80% merino, 20% silk. And first editions, yeah. So 20% merino. They've just got the different shades. I mean, one is 2246, one is 2245. Got another one here that is 2227. I don't know which one was which, but yeah, all of them were 250 grams. So that was all the black that I have spun. And I don't know why I've kept these two, because there's no labels on the other two. Sorry about all the noise. Okay, so then I decided to move on to colour, and I had some beautiful purple. And for those people who may not be aware, purple is my favourite colour. I do love purple. Purple, purple, purple. I have a lot of purple in my wardrobe. And you can't have too many purple jumpers, can you? But I thought what I loved about this is that you've got all these little flecks of colour in this as well. So this is also a merino silk mix, yep. So that's 250 grams there. And then I have the leftover bit, which is, I don't know how much that is in there. Oh no, maybe all of this together is, now I'm not sure actually. Maybe this whole thing together is 400 or 500. Maybe there were two lots of 200 grams. I'm not sure. Anyway, so here is my beautiful purple. And then I had some purple. Where are we? Some purple here with some colour, which I kind of thought I could do the same sort of thing that I was talking about before, with knitting a jumper, using that as the yoke and that as the jumper. So just as a highlight for the yoke, and then having this as a sleeve. Yes, we can just imagine that one is a sleeve here. So that was the thought behind this beautiful purple, because I love it. It's, and if you could feel it, honestly, if you could feel that, it is so lovely and squishy. Oh, it is just beautiful. It everything about it, I just kind of think this is going to be a absolutely gorgeous jumper. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Can't wait. It's going to be lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Oh, yes. Now, getting back to the very first thing that I spun, I thought it was the black, but how long ago it was that it feels like that I started the Tour de Fleece that I have forgotten exactly which order I did everything. So what I did was I found this in my stash, which I think actually came from my, well, I know it came from my mother's stash. Oh, and it's back to front. But this is a linen viscose, 200 grams, $4. That probably describes how long it has been sitting in the stash for something that is 200 grams of linen for only $4. I think this was bought a long time ago. So I had spun this up. Let's see if I can show you there. Look at that. Oh, it's not really picking up the shine, but this is so lovely and shiny. And it's such an interesting colour. It's like a taupe, I guess. You know, it's not brown, it's not white. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So my thought for this, because this is not, it's not really rough. I wouldn't say it's rough and horrible to feel. It's not horrible at all, but it's not soft like wool. So I wouldn't be making something to wear at this. What I had been thinking was weaving something like a table runner or something like that out of it. Of course, that means I have to find out how many meters I have of this and work out whether I would use this for warp and weft or whether I would just use this as the weft. I don't know, but I think it would be lovely, and I think it would be a lovely like table runner, sideboard runner. And when I say sideboard runner, I'm thinking like I actually don't even have a sideboard, but but you know, that kind of thing. This also I have not washed, so oh, I can hear my dog there barking. I'm just wondering whether she wants to come in and join me. I might have to pause and come back. Okay, I'm back again. I have opened the door for the dog. Oh, Maya has just come in. Poor little Maya. I've got a little Maltese poodle cross, and she had a little clip yesterday, so she's running around with her little jacket on to keep her nice and warm because, you know, we wouldn't want her to get cold. And she's thinking about jumping up here. She's thinking about it. Yep. And I don't know what she's thinking about. Yes, are you coming up or not? Are you coming up? Come on. Quick. Okay, she's up. She is up. Hello. So she just wanted to say hello as well. So this is little Maya, who has had her little groomer. Her groomer has come to see her yesterday and given her a nice little clip. But yes, so getting back to the linen and viscose. So I think that would make a really nice kind of table runner. Of course, I keep talking about moving back, starting to weave again, because I haven't done any weaving for such a long time. I don't know, for those people who've been here before, you can kind of see I'm in a slightly different angle in my room because I have rearranged a little bit. I've got a new desk in here, which is not a new desk, but an old desk from a different room. My youngest son has just moved back home. So this was a corner desk that used to be in his room. So it has moved out of his room and it's come into this room, which means that I've moved the other table, my sewing table, out of here. And I'm still trying to work out what I am doing in here, trying to make more space. So I've had to move one of my looms out of this room, table loom, and put it in a different room. And then I still just need to set it up somewhere where it's actually well, usable. I have to put it somewhere where there's enough light so I can use it. So I want to set that up so I can do some weaving and also have to finish organising this room here, because you can probably see from behind here I've just done another pair of socks. So I was looking through my highlighted, my little balls of sock yarn that were left over, and yes, I've got stuff all over the place. Now that Tour de Fleece has finished, I feel like I need to get in here and kind of move on with some other projects and put away some projects that I've kind of in the middle of or halfway through or whatever. Yes, but we're talking about Tour de Fleece at the moment. So I'm still going to, what was the next two things that I did? I don't know which order I did these now. I think I did these ones next. So then I was still spinning and I had a few days left, and so I had spun up everything that I originally had thought I was going to spin, so I had to go through my stash and look for something else. Well, of course I could find some other stuff in my stash, but I wanted to find some things that maybe I would actually use, or something that I thought I might have a chance of using. So I had some purple wool here in a bag. I don't know. I think these ones that I'm going to show you are all kind of bits and pieces that were left over from when I used to felt quite a bit. I haven't done any felting for a while, so I think these are bits in bags that were left over from felting, so I thought I would just spin them up. So I spun these two. My initial thought was I thought this would make some nice mittens, you know, just fingerless mittens. I was just thinking I need another good pair of fingerless mittens for walking, especially in wintertime. So I thought this would look really nice. I also thought these would look really nice as mittens as well. And yes, you think they would look good as mittens too, don't you? Yes, yes. And you don't need mittens. No, you don't need mittens. So I had those two skeins, which I was thinking, yeah, these would look really, really nice. Do you want to look at the camera? Do you want to look at everyone else? Say hello to everyone else. No, you just want to look at me. Yes. Oh, look at you. Yes. Poor little Poppet having to get groomed. Yes. Yes. Oh, she doesn't like getting groomed. But anyway. Yes, you don't. Okay, so they were the two. I also need another beanie, but I'm not sure. I don't know. And then the last two little skeins that I did on the last few days was these were just little bits and pieces that were left over from felting. So I just spun them all up together and randomly and then plied them. I absolutely love this one. I think this is gorgeous. I love these colours, the colours in this. I wish there was a bit more because this would look really nice in gloves. I'm not sure that there's enough there. Maybe I could add it with something else. And this was another kind of bag that had multicoloured mix in there and a red. So that obviously, I don't know where I got this from. It reminds me of a mix that the Guild down here, the Handweaver Spinners and Dyers Guild of Tasmania, a few years ago, well, for many, many years, they used to have the Bothwell Spin-In, which is, Bothwell is a place kind of in the centre of Tasmania, and they used to, every 2 years, have a big, huge fibre festival there. And they would also run the longest thread. So people from all over the world would join and send in, I'm just trying to think what it was. Is it 10 grams, maybe 10 grams of wool? And you try and spin as thin as you can without it breaking and being, it's got to have integrity. And it's a competition to see who can spin the longest. Absolutely fantastic. And then they used to have fashion parades and with things mattered, all kind of spun and knitted and woven. It was lovely. Went for the weekend and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that when they did the Bothwell Spin-In, for a number of years, they used to have a mix. So each year they would have a special range of tops colours that they used to put together. And this reminds me very much of one of those. Whether it is or isn't, I don't know. But it does remind me very much of a Bothwell Spin-In kind of colourway. If you've ever been to the Bothwell Spin-In, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you enjoyed about the Bothwell Spin-In. And yes, I did enter the longest thread, and that was lots of fun. It was lots and lots of fun trying to spin as long and as thin as possible. Yeah, it's quite nice though, isn't it? But I don't know. It'd be great as a highlight for something. Highlight of what? I don't know. Would it make a nice? There wouldn't be enough there for a hat. But I also do need a headband. So maybe a headband would be good. That would look quite nice. Yeah, maybe a headband. I like to think that I can spin and have some semi-projects on the go. So that is everything that I have spun. I don't know that I can. I mean, we've got the black and the purple here, and then we've got all these gorgeous little skein. So this was my spinning haul this year. So I'm very happy with it. Don't know how many meters it is because I haven't measured it, because I'm not really that concerned about how many meters I have or haven't spun. But I'm just happy to participate and to see everything that everyone else has been spinning. I love going online and having a look to see what other people are spinning. I love to see where they're spinning and what they're using to spin. Some people, of course, are using spinning wheels. Some people are using spindles. Some people are using chakras. Yeah. And plus, it's always lovely to see all those people in the Northern Hemisphere who are in summertime and getting to sit outside and spin. Even though it's been we've had some sunny weather here, it hasn't been sunny warm, as in like I haven't been tempted to go outside and spin because, no, it hasn't been that warm. We've had, well, if you want to know what the weather was like, you can go back and have a look at my vlogs, because I kind of, on most of those, I tried to start off each day. Oop, and Maya is off. I tried to start every day with a little snippet of the weather. And yeah, but I have really enjoyed doing the Tour de Fleece. Interesting as well, listening to what other people are talking about in terms of spinning. I've come across a few topics and ideas that I've kind of thought, they kind of interest me. I wonder if I might talk about some of those things later on when it comes around to doing some more in some blogs. Are we blogging or are we vlogging? I don't know. In some videos in the future, I might kind of have a chat about some of the ideas and issues that are coming up around the spinning world. But it is really, really nice to connect with other spinners from around the world. So I hope that people have enjoyed seeing my little roundup of all my spinning, my thoughts about what I might do. Now all I have to decide is, am I going to start knitting my hand spun now, or should I start knitting up a jumper that I've already got some yarn for? Maybe the other one, and then I can come to the other ones. I do have quite a few winter jumpers. Like this one is really, really lovely and warm, and I've got my flax that I had knitted from my hand spun. If you can hear that noise in the background, that's just Maya shaking. And I don't know what she's doing. She's just shaking. So I do have a number of hand spun jumpers, and they're still lovely and warm in winter. I absolutely love them. And of course, I will absolutely, especially love this purple jumper. I don't know how many. I'm not a person who wants to have 20 hand spun jumpers, because I guess I can't wear 20 jumpers. I mean, I could change one every day and wear a different one, of course. But I know that like once I knit this in a jumper, I will probably be wearing it every day because I will just fall in love with it. And the other thing is, if I have lots and lots of hand spun jumpers, where am I going to keep them all? I don't have the kind of space to keep lots and lots of jumpers, even though I would be quite happy to keep lots and lots of hand spun jumpers. But then I feel like I want to keep them somewhere kind of, well, yeah, somewhere neat and tidy. But sorry, just Maya's just having a great time in the studio, running around all over the place. I have a feeling like she's on a mission. I don't know. I hope she didn't just grab something and run away with something. She may have found something exciting to play with. But anyway, yes. I kind of think that, look, now I'm so tempted to knit this one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I do also need to make a video, just a normal video, and this is the last day of July, so maybe I should just go off and also make another video. I do need to make a video of just what I have been knitting and making as well. So I think I should probably tootle off and do that, and I will catch up with you all later. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me the thumbs up down below, leave me a comment, all that kind of stuff. And if you really, really enjoy it, you can press the subscribe button and the notifications and all that kind of stuff. So that would be lovely. I would absolutely love it if we could get a few more likes and subscribes. So thank you very much, and I will see you all later.